Hey guys, it's Ben with Longshot Outdoors here in Mingus, Texas for the KO1M Mile finale with Alex, Mr. J, and Clay from Longshot. And today we're going to talk about how they got started and where it's at now and a little bit more of a beginner's perspective. Mr. Alex and Jay, y'all were just telling me a little bit about the history of how y'all got going, and it wasn't always a kosher deal when y'all got going. Can you tell us a little more about that?
All right. Well, we started the whole ELR thing back in 2015 with King of Two.
Yeah.
This was a very small informal match the first year. I think we had 17 shooters. But this built pretty quickly into ELR as a new kind of venue, as a new sport. We ran that for a couple of years, and we started to build up other matches across the country. Jay fired up an organization to try to do the same thing and build the sport. Looking back, I was a little harsh on my criticism of some of their choices in rules.
Yeah.
And but to be fair, most of those have come into line with my perspectives.
Well,
Anyway, we didn't hit it off real well to begin with.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of the people he started that organization with flat out despised me, having never met me for quite a while. But he fired up a match in near my hometown. I rolled over and we buried the hatchet. And basically from then on, we ran several matches a year. And now we're running every major venue in the country is more or less us.
I believe so.
Yeah.
You know, I'll take what Alex said and elaborate a little bit more on it. And I was the original founder of the Extreme Long Range Shooting Organization. I had a ranch up in Colorado and started putting on the first 1 mile matches that there were. A lot of people wasn't doing it. King of 2 Mile was going. There was nothing in between. And back at that time, I was doing a lot of sniper instruction, a lot of things with LE and some military based on my old background. And we started up the organization based mainly from a lot of the students that I was teaching to carry forward to have a match that they could start competing against themselves. And it was growing the sport.
Yeah.
And one of my partners that was in the organization with me and Alex, I think, had a disagreement with each other. And there was a lot of hardship back and forth on that. And like Alex said, Sam Graham with Black Bear reached out to me to come put a match on for them out there, or give him some instructions on how to start a match. And Alex reached out to me and he said, man, I'd like to come out and talk to you. And he did. And he came out and we sat on the side of a mountain for about 5 hours one afternoon. You know, I heard his side and he heard my side, and we agreed on some things, we disagreed on some things, and we agreed to disagree on some things.
Yeah.
And, you know, I judge a person by their character and what they bring to the table. And I can't think of a better partner to have at that point in time. He offered to bring his cameras out the next day to help us with the match. And I think we've been inseparable ever since then. And I truly believe, and I think a lot of the other shooters and a lot of our ELR family agree, we put on the best matches in the country.
Oh man, it's phenomenal. We love it, you know, and a lot of people that follow us know that we've just gotten started in this. We're a hunting company, and Clay invited us a couple years ago to shoot King of 2 Mile, and I've never shot a match before. Period. The first match I ever shot really was the Night Force Challenge this year. And but he invited me this year to come up and shoot the Lazy J, and we didn't know what we were getting into, but I do know when we got there, everybody was super helpful. The hospitality has been top notch across the board on everything. I used to haul bucking bulls across the country, and I was in all kind of other organizations, and that was a good deal, but it was a little cutthroat, you know. But and everything it can be, but on this it's just been above board on everything, and we really enjoy shooting it. My wife's enjoyed it. Chris, the guy behind the camera, this is his first one, and yeah, he's got a kick out of it. Bilbo, y'all will never forget that rascal. He's at the room right now, but he's thoroughly enjoyed it. So we got, just from our little group with roaming shot, we've got 6 or 8 guys that want to start coming next year and doing this. They're all fired up. They're texting us all day, asking how it's going. So, Clay owns Longshot cameras. If you know anything about us, we have little Longshot cameras at our range. We absolutely love them. We have the Hawk we travel with. We have our Rangers we travel with. Our LR3s we travel with. So, how did you get going with the Longshot?
Well, I got out of college. I kind of grew up in a Radio Shack on steroids.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to build a gun. And so out of college, I got a little bit of money. I built a gun. I went to the range, and I didn't have anything to see where I was hitting with.
Yeah.
Turns out you needed some more equipment.
Yeah.
So instead of being a normal person and buying a spotting scope or binoculars, I hacked together some camera equipment and some network equipment, and I went out to the range with a laptop and could see my shots and watched everything, and then thought that, hey, I'm gonna give this a go and see if anybody else needs this, because it seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it just so happened ELRSO was in Houston that year, and it was about 6 months after I came out with the idea. So I hacked together a really crappy prototype, literally and figuratively, because it was with toilet flanges and some other PVC parts.
Yeah.
But
Humble beginners.
yeah. So we took it out there, and at the show, guys are like, "Well, will this work at 1,000 yards?" And I don't know. I didn't know people shot that far. Let me go find out for you, and I'll let you know. And then that kept going. And will this work at a mile? I don't know. Let me go check that.
Yeah.
Will this work at 2 miles? I think Alex asked me. And can you customize some stuff with it? And at that time, we weren't at a point to do it.
And you're like, why would you need that? Like, well, cuz.
Yeah.
And so
How bad is that background? Okay.
Alex wound up making his cameras for the King of 2 Mile, because it's a very unique situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. For what it's worth, this is really easy logistics.
Yeah.
The King of 2 is just mindlessly brutal logistics.
Yeah.
It takes hours to get to each target.
Oh, yeah.
So everything has to work like flawlessly without being touched for eons at a time.
Yeah.
So I ended up
And the cameras have to be very far away comparatively.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they're hanging up on cliffs. You can't even get close to them.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
So we ended up with parallel evolution for a while there.
Yeah.
and you have a deeper tie with them, just more than just cameras. So, you've actually won a couple of these events, haven't you?
A couple, yeah. I won the first KO1M mile out here, which was just a massive blessing, and everything came together right. And it was essentially my first season shooting, and I think the third match I'd ever shot in my life.
Yeah.
So there's no way I could have. That was a God thing and a team thing, and all the pieces just came together. But it certainly got me hooked.
Yeah.
Because I've been back ever since.
Yeah.
And drug you guys into it.
Yeah, man, I'm so thankful you did. I mean, just a comment. So, there's no bluffing me. And you can ask Chris. I mean, if somebody says, "Hey, you want to do something, or you want in on it," and I tell you, yeah, it's going to happen. It might not happen right off the bat. Well, Clay at SHOT Show said, "You want to shoot King of 2 Mile with me?" I said, "Absolutely, I'm in." And haven't done that yet, but he invited me to these events this year, and man, we're just so tickled to be a part of it, and just to grow in the sport with y'all, man, and to grow in ourselves as shooters. It's really come a long way with us, and we enjoy it.
Well, on that, if you hadn't started to compete, do you think you would know as much, or even close to as much, about how to do this without having done it?
No, absolutely not. No,
You could have gone to practice on your own and learned as much as you ever have.
I'd shot the mile because that was always a goal, but to do like what we're doing out here, absolutely not. No, I would have been still shooting rocks on the side of the mountain in Colorado. You know what I mean? And just trial and error and learning. and just doing that. But yeah, doing where we're at right now, absolutely not. No.
And it's one of the lessons that we try to instill in people that, coming to compete, it's mentally challenging.
Oh yeah.
It's intimidating.
Yeah.
But you'll never learn more or learn faster than coming out, even if you can get your ass kicked.
Oh yeah.
You will learn a ton getting your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Far faster than you ever would trying to do your best on your own.
Yeah. I can definitely see that. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
So what was, when you were getting in, Jay, how long have you been doing, how long ago did y'all start this? I know y'all been here for 4 years.
You know, I opened the ranch up in Colorado. I had a piece of property up there that I actually opened up. I was going to start working on some tier 1 contracts with the military. It was set up perfect for it. I hate to throw politics involved in this, but the liberalism got involved and worried about rounds going over and national forest and just it was bad.
Right. I understand.
And
Colorado is quite the cluster now.
actually, the local government shut us down.
Gotcha.
There was provisions that were put in the law back when the marijuana laws came into effect that gave each county a tremendous amount of control, and they shut us down. So I sold it and came back to Texas and started putting on 1 mile matches out of the range not far from here called the Triple C. And they just started filling up. You know, our community, our ELR family probably doesn't grow as much as other sports, but it is a family unlike a lot of the other sports. You know, the venues, we have the castle here, and there's nothing better than the castle.
Yeah,
we have the Lazy J, and you know it's a different venue there, but the people are great and it's good. My wife used to go with me on a lot of the matches, a lot of places that we went, and there was just no facilities for them.
Yeah.
And to grow a sport, you have to have the women. And
Absolutely.
you have to have the children. And I think that's what you see out here in our courtyards, the children out playing ball and you know, the wives talking to each other, and then they're getting out competing against everybody, and the women are bringing the game.
Oh,
man. I'm telling you.
I know it.
I promise you.
Yeah.
And, you know, we try to be as accommodating.
The children.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, we try to be as accommodating as we can. I mean, I'll give people my own gun to fall down there and shoot. You can't grow unless they actually see what it is.
Absolutely.
But, you know, I grew up on a ranch where Christianity was big, fellowship was big, and the parents all shepherd the children, and everybody helped. You know, when you're out doing cattle, ladies and everybody's watching the children, and we lose so much of that in our society now.
Right.
And we bring that back here. We really do.
Yes, sir.
And then we try to bring it back with every place that we're at. It's a great community to be in.
Oh, yeah.
I want my children, my grandchildren, my daughter shoots, and I hope my grandchildren will be shooting for long. Hopefully, you know, Clay's and Alex's and everything else. I mean, that's what we're trying to build here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Man, y'all do. And Clay told me at Lazy J, he said, man, bring your kids. I was like, I went to a couple other events, the Night Force Challenge and some others, and I was like, there's no way I can bring my kids to something like that. And then we get there, and I'm like, oh, I could have brought my kids to this, you know. And you're right, getting them in it, getting them involved, letting them see it, and then, you know, of course, Megan shoots, and she's always hunted with me. Super competitive. You have no idea how angry she is right now at today didn't go her way. So I'll hear about this for a while, but to have her involved in it with me is huge. You know? Yes, sir. Absolutely.
You can go and make it a family event.
Right.
That's everything.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Clay, on the cameras, we saw some different cameras a couple of days ago at White Oak that had mics on them. Do you have some other stuff that's coming out with those? I know that they use them here, and it's phenomenal. The Pavlov's dog deal or whatever, however you say it. The hearing the impact while you're seeing it. It was the first time I ever saw that was at Lazy J, and here. It's phenomenal. It's nice to be able to see it, hear it.
Nothing like ringing steel.
Oh man, you're absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely right. On the Longshot cameras, what do you come along with those?
Yeah, so a couple different things. First, here they're running Alex's cameras. We've been trying to partner with him for a bit now, but had some
production issues. It's
goofy technical production issues that have but since been
I
resolved.
think we've got that figured out now.
Yeah.
And it's
So-
and not to cut Alex out. Alex, I didn't know you had your own line of cameras or anything. So please don't feel attacked on that. But
The thing is, I've basically never been willing to sell these to people because I don't want to. I can't deal with the customer support.
I get it.
I can't sink the time into it.
Yeah.
So I've made these for some other match directors, but I've never been willing to sell them to the
Gotcha.
population at large.
Yeah.
Which is why I wanted to get with a group that had that production and support
Right.
capability, because I can't put the time into it
I
personally.
understand.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, so there's a couple different things that we're coming out with. One is soon we'll be having Alex's cameras available. We've been working on the back end, and Alex has a PTZ camera. It's pan tilt zoom, and it's got audio as well. So that's where we're getting the audio here, and we can adjust the cameras remotely. We've added support for that in our software, but haven't released it yet because we haven't released the hardware. But at White Oak Creek, we had our what we call our hybrid system. It's a permanent install with solar and battery setup with an external microphone, and it's essentially on all the time at their ranch. You walk up, you connect to the Wi-Fi system, open the app up, and we've also changed the app to allow a lot more cameras.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. So when
Yeah.
we were sitting down the other day. They're like, you know how to work this? I was like, oh yeah, I know how to work this. We have the permanent installs at our range at the 1,000.
Right.
I opened it up. I was like, yep, nope, no, can't figure this one out.
Yeah, so there's a new app update coming to support all that, to support the audio that's coming, and to let you view a lot more cameras.
Yeah.
So we'll for sure get you guys set up at the range. We can add the audio to it, and it's just a great feedback
Oh,
experience.
absolutely. Absolutely. So we're getting ready to add, we have them at 1,000. So we're getting ready to add 9, 8, 7, 6, and the 100. Everybody's requesting the 100 because not a lot of guys that show up have their, they don't have,
It's just easy.
they don't have their own spotter there. And some guys, we're a hunting, remember, we're a hunting range. So they only have 10, 12 power scopes, some of them. They can't follow their impact. So once that impact happens, you mark it,
Yeah.
you know, and or you mark other people's impacts on your screen in a different color. And then now say you marked them all blue, now you're shooting red. So now you know which impacts are yours.
And Ben's got tablets set up on each lane, so you just walk up and you pick the distance you're shooting at.
Yep. And you could even on the downstairs, you can open them up on your phone.
Yep.
So you just download the app, open them up, and you don't have to, because we have different levels of membership. But the ones downstairs, we have the Wi-Fi set up, what is it called? The thing on the ceiling?
Access point.
The access point. So we have the access point set up. I'm real tech savvy.
That's also a thing. Yeah.
So we have an access point set up, and they can download the app and look at it. So it's been huge for our range. It's one of the most popular, reason why our range is so popular, one of the best hits out there. So we're anxious to get the new cameras in.
Yeah.
So we said we're going to talk this week about it. Haven't finalized, but we're going to get it done today. So
It does occur to me that we still need to actually do a range test, because I've never gotten out far enough to have them drop off.
Yeah.
And I
think it's gonna be farther than we want to go.
well, there's the top of that volcano, and it's 37 kilometers to the Whittington Center, and that's about what our max theoretical
from Capulan to
Right.
yeah.
It's line of sight. We got 37 kilometers.
Yeah.
And that's what our max theoretical should be. And we've run them at 5 miles and it was fine,
Yeah.
but it'd be fun to see if they could actually reach all the way out to 18 miles. I mean, you're never going to shoot that far, right? But
Yeah. We can mortar them in. Yeah.
it's how far out can these go? The answer can be farther than you're ever going to
Yeah.
need.
That's right.
I think we can safely say that now.
Yeah.
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 When your spotter says, "Okay, come up one prism,"
Yeah. Yeah. So for King of 1 Mile, are y'all adding? So I don't even know all the matches y'all have yet. What does next year look like? Or do y'all have any more matches this year? Or this is the finals? This is it.
This is the finals for what we do.
Right.
King of 2 Mile comes up next. You know, the shooters have shot throughout the season and take the combined scores, and we try to bring the top shooters on board. We want a certain number that we want to be here, so the top shooters get the first 2 weeks to sign up. If there's any openings after that, if you've shot a match this year, then you're eligible to sign up and come. You shot it. You made the finals. I mean, you tell us what you think. Are we doing the things right?
Absolutely. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
Everything about it. I mean, from the time, like I said, we showed up at the Lazy J, and just the hospitality, that's huge. That's huge. When the biggest the reservation that we have at our range, you know, it's 1,000 yards. It's not a mile. It's not 2 miles. It's 1,000. People walk in, they're intimidated. I understand that. And when I went up there, I didn't know what I was getting into. And I'm a loud, boisterous guy. You know, when I showed up, I was quiet. You immediately came up, and we sat there for an hour talking, and that was huge. You know, so and to be able to carry that through, not with just yourself, but everybody that's involved. You can ask anybody involved a question, and they're gonna.
I don't mean, 'cause I don't think you can grow a sport unless you spend the time with the people.
You're 100% correct.
You know, and I think if you'll find anything in this sport that we have here, and I've shot PRS, and I don't want to talk about it.
It doesn't float my boat, to be honest with you.
The group that we have care.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, I've seen it. Clay's seen it. I don't think there's a shooter out here that if his gun went down and there was one laying next to him or somebody there that was competing head up with him, wouldn't give him a damn gun to get out there and run.
Right.
I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yes,
that's
sir.
what it's all about. And that's the way we want to keep it. Maybe we won't ever grow to the numbers that other people are. But that's what I want. You know, I call myself the shooting crack dealer. First hit's free. I'm gonna try to, and I have, and I spent a lot of money putting rounds together, guns together for people to come out. I did it for the castle employees. I gave them the gun that I was going to run in this match to run, and one of them's in the finals because he's not only ran the gun, but the gun is running fine.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what we do. I put everybody ahead of myself. And it's hard. I used to be a very good shooter, very good competitor, but I think priorities reign in Superior. I think to be a good match director, you have to be a good match director.
Yes, sir.
I think to be a good shooter, you have to be a good shooter. But I want to shoot too as being a match director.
Yeah.
And I get behind the gun. And am I lacking one place to the other? Probably.
Yeah.
But I want to run a gun too.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
I made the finals this time. I've made the finals every time, but it kind of ends at that point, you know.
Right.
So, you know, maybe this year will be different.
Yeah.
This is a tough sport.
It is tough. I mean, any
a lot of variables.
Any flaw can screw the pooch. You know, it can be.
You gotta pull it all together.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
If you shoot well, you can probably do, you know, PRS.
Mm-hmm.
But if you come to this, you need to reload well and shoot well, and have your like dope figured out. You have to do all of it.
Yeah.
To work out well here.
Right. I cheat on part of it. My older brother does my reloading for me.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I buy him the tools, and he.
We just have to check a lot of boxes.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Yeah. The more work you put into it, the better it comes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It really is.
Yeah. And this is definitely on the uptick from what we see at our own range. You know, everybody comes out wanting to shoot 100 yards, 200 yards, 300 yards. And we don't let them get by with just that, you know. Like, come on, and look, if you can't shoot it with your gun, come try. Kind of how you're doing. We get them a little taste of that crack,
Well,
and they're hooked.
Well, you'll notice in a lot of the other sports also that you know, there's top 10 or 15 people that continuously they're the top 10 or 15 people. It's not that way here. There's no one person ever going to come out here and run away with the game.
Yeah,
there's just too many variables.
Yeah,
just too many.
Well, we saw it yesterday afternoon. I mean, and this morning as well. The weather changed yesterday afternoon for like the last 10 shooters. Yeah, that was tough. I mean, the rain came in. Now you can't see your splash. Had a wind pick up with it when it was calm all day yesterday. I mean, it just smacked them. And go ahead.
The draw, everybody thinks it's the draw, you know. But, you know, I've been beat in the morning. I've been beat in the afternoon. I've won in the morning. I've won in the afternoon. Won in Lazy J in the afternoon at 30-mile-an-hour.
Man, that was rough.
Yeah, but, you know.
Is the last shooter of the day.
Yeah, that was rough win.
Last shooter of the day. But if you're mentally prepared and you're physically prepared and you've run the weapon and you know what's going on, you're going to do well.
Yeah.
You may not win, but you're going to do.
Yeah.
You're not competing against anybody in this sport, really. You're just competing against yourself.
Right.
You just want to go do the best that you possibly can. Mental mistakes will get you.
Yes, sir. So it was 12 shots for this match to qualify for the finals. And we were looking at it on the way up here. We're like, you got to have at least 8. You got to have at least 8 impacts.
To move.
Right, and a hit to move. So you got to have 8 impacts to move.
Minimum.
Yeah, at a minimum
You got the top shooters in the nation here.
Yes.
In the world, really.
Well, it ended up being yesterday. You had to have a minimum of 9 impacts to make it. And I don't even think everybody who got 9 impacts made it. I think some of them that dropped the first round impact on a target.
That 11th person on that cutoff line is a hard spot.
Oh man, yeah.
It's a hard spot to be.
Yeah, I heard some, not some crying, but I heard some upsets today. You know, no. But how many events are y'all going to have next year?
Same as what we had this year.
Same as what you had this year. So how many did you have here?
We have 3 here.
3 here, and then you have the Lazy J.
And we have 2 at the Lazy J up there. We do the Pro-Am up there.
Yeah.
And
Which was what we shot.
We have the heavy and the light match up there also.
That's right. They're the same week. Clay, what other events do you shoot throughout the year? Or is this it? Not is this it, but or is that it?
No, it kind of changes every year. I'm trying to think what I shot this year.
You have one coming up next month, correct?
We've got one coming up in October.
October, yeah.
I'm doing it with Randy Powell. We're calling it the ELR USA Nationals. It'll be in northern Oklahoma, and we're looking forward to that. But that'll close out. Well, actually, after that, I'll go down to Chile for one match in December, and then that'll close out my year.
Yeah, nice.
So
is that an open match up there, or is that an
technically
invitational?
you've got to qualify for it.
Okay.
It's a pretty new match.
You qualified.
Yep, definitely qualified.
We're going.
And also to that point, real quick, if Ben says he's coming to something, he's coming. By the way, he mentioned that earlier, but most people, you invite them to a match in South Dakota, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that sounds great," and you never talk to them again.
Yeah.
Ben's like, "Hey, when's that match? Where's that match? When's that match? Oh, we're coming.
We're in.
So, no, he's serious about this stuff. He's in it. He's a great shooter. He's a great teacher and great wing caller too. He's got Chris in a great position in the finals right now. So just throwing that out there.
I appreciate it.
But it's a pretty new match. It's gonna be the second year for it. If you finish in the top 25% of any match, you're qualified, and you can come shoot that match.
Nice. Yeah, we're in. The what are the yardages out to on that one? Do y'all have it figured yet?
Randy's the one running all that, but we're gonna go out to. It's gonna be a light and a heavy class match, and the heavy class is gonna go out past 2 miles. I don't know the exact distance yet, and then I think we're also gonna have a target for charity for a youth charity organization that's gonna go out to 4,300 yards.
Out to 43?
I believe so.
I'm about to borrow your prism. We're gonna be stacking them.
You can stack them.
Yeah, you can use both of them.
I got 100. You got 150. So, yeah. Man, I had another question and I just lost it. So on this King of 1 mile, up until last week, I thought we were just going out to 1 mile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not fussing.
It's a little deceptive.
We did in the prelim.
Yeah. So
Here's the thing. That's where we started.
yeah.
And when we started King of 2, for instance, the first year our longest target was barely 2,400 yards, and it got hit once.
Yeah.
And we started moving it back as people got actually confident in those ranges. When we started King of 1 here, King of 2 had been running for a while. People had the competencies, the ability to calculate dope, all that stuff had been worked out. So I think our first year we went out to like 2,100-ish.
Mm-hmm.
But if we capped it at a mile, that's too close for the light guns now.
It is.
Yeah, if we had the last target at a mile, we'd have people that would clean all the way through.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the whole idea of ELR is how far can we go
Push it. Yeah.
and really demonstrate consistency and competency. And now, like light gun, 24, maybe 2,600 yards
Yeah.
is what's possible.
A little bit more each year.
Yeah, I like it.
Bullets get better, ballistics get, I mean, things just get better.
Yeah.
People start understanding the game a little bit more, reading winds a little bit more. Yeah, it's all of it's coming together.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. We
The heavy class is what's tough.
Yeah.
You know, once you get past 2 miles, things just start.
At 2 miles, that difficulty curve just that falls off a cliff. It is so hard past that.
Yeah, me and Chris got lucky. We went out to the Spring Canyon. Is that right?
Call me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, I was fired up, bud. Look, I was so fired up. Chris got on the gun next. I couldn't even give him measurements. You know, he shot and he was like, "Where am I?" I was like, "High and right." So we got up there and we had some rounds, and we got up and looked at it, and you could see it with the naked eye. I was like, "There ain't no freaking way this is going to happen today." What I'm talking about is they have a 3,700 yard target, and we got up there and sent a round, and we didn't even see the first round. When post, we went back and watched it on the video, and then I said, "Man, it looked at the Garmin. Garmin said it was like 100 foot per second faster." I brought it down and smacked it. Got lucky, you know. And then Chris got on it, and he hit it on the 3rd and 5th round, but he was just barely off of it. And that was with a 33 XC, which is he's talking about heavies. This gun's a light caliber, so we were fired up. You know, I don't even know if I slept good that night, but it was. I'm still pumped.
Walking on the clouds.
Oh yeah,
I don't feel that far.
Oh man, it was insane. I never thought it would have happened.
Well, you know, most people think too that we're shooting barn door size steel. We're not.
Yeah, it's go ahead.
36 by 36, 48 by 48. I mean,
Yeah,
our 4,000 yard targets out here, 48 by 48.
Yeah.
It's not even 48 by 60.
yeah.
You got to know what you're doing.
Yeah,
you got to put it together.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And applied ballistics is come just that's what we run, and the predictions on this whole match so far have been dead on. Everything, we've only been right or left. That's the only thing we had to change on it. So it's and that's without applied ballistics. It would be, and for me, if any ballistics calculator, it would be lobbing mortars. That looks about right, you know. And that's where I was, 6-8 years ago.
I think when we started King of Two eons ago, the options were like JVM and Patagonia.
Yeah.
I don't think AB had cracked open the seal yet. So you had
a slide rule.
Yeah, you had guys that had like the better off guys had a drop chart that they had made on their own.
Yeah,
because the ability to calculate was just such garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're better off just slinging 10 rounds at random ranges and say, well, that needs to come up this amount.
Yeah.
It has come a long way.
Yeah, and without it, like I said, I didn't grow up in a military background. I grew up in Boy Scouts and shooting 22s and competitions like that. What made me get into distance shooting was I missed a mule deer at 230 yards in 2013, and I swore that would never happen again. And that's how all this evolved for us, is where we're at today with it. So,
well, I tell you, I think with the ballistics charts and everything else is one thing, but I can truly and honestly say, in anybody that's ever run a match or been in this game a long time, without these two guys right here, the camera systems,
oh, absolutely,
we couldn't do it.
Oh, yeah,
it just couldn't be done.
Yeah.
So I mean, these are the guys that have brought the sport as much or farther than anybody out there, because you can't see it. You can't correct. You can't tell what you're doing.
If we wouldn't have heard the impact, the report back, if somebody would have been talking, we'd have never heard that. We would have never known we hit that target. So we went back and looked at it in post, and it was so pixelated trying to look at it through the spotting scope, filming through the spotting scope, that we were like, where is this hit? It took us, 2 or 3 minutes to find it. And finally we could see through the granulations and the pixels, there it is on the left edge. Yeah. So, I mean, it was to have the cameras out there, the HD cameras that y'all have is just phenomenal.
You did remind me of, so
not only that, just video of it, not pictures, but video. One
of the beefs that I had with like ELRSO early on was they didn't have cameras.
All we had was hit indicators.
Yeah.
Somebody behind glass and a hit indicator.
Yeah.
They had set the rules up so if there was a skip, because you can't tell the difference on just a flasher if it's a skip or a hit.
Mm-hmm.
If it lights, it bites.
Yeah. And I'm like, hell no.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
But
now it's good to see that people like us can sit down and come together. Yeah. We still fight it on some of the rules and stuff, trying to get organized and get it under one entity. And You know, it's just everybody's got a little bit of a different opinion. I mean, the people that are making the decision right now have been the forefathers in all of this, and we'll get it done. It's nothing that's good comes about easy. So,
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, y'all are doing a great job with it.
we're not egotistical. We're not narcissistic. We really do want to try to bring this thing together. And I think with Alex and me and Clay and the other match directors working up for one goal, I think we'll eventually get there.
Man, it's phenomenal. The only issue I ever had with any of it was trying to find where to sign up for matches.
Yeah.
So
This was the last 2 hours of discussion were
Yeah.
more or less like fixing those exact issues.
But
and
my
trying-
biggest pet peeves: finding when and where the matches are, and when and where to sign up.
yeah, and that's, I mean, after you told me I can go to, it's not practice score. Well, it is practice score. I was thinking impact scoring, but yeah, practice score. You can go on there, but even I can type in King of 1 Mile and it doesn't even
Not
pop up.
disparaging, but they're awful.
Yeah, yeah. Have you looked at impact scoring?
I've looked at a lot of things.
That impact. I'm not pushing you on nothing. We'll talk about that later. But we use it at the range for the 22 stuff, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
They use it at the Night Force Challenge too, and it's up to date, instantaneous scoring. It's pretty. It's nice. But anyway, that's nor here nor there. But next year, I mean, for this coming season, we'll definitely get a schedule from you. We'll put it on our website as well. I don't know how much you want to grow it, but
We want to grow to what we can grow.
Yeah.
You know, the problem, one of the hurdles that we have in this in the sport is location. I mean,
Yeah.
we shoot so far that you have to have venues that are so far
Right.
out to give you the, and we're limited on the amount of time that we can. Time of flight takes so much time.
right.
You know, preparation, laying down, and grab it. So you're
y'all-
limited on how many you can have at a match.
Right, but y'all do a phenomenal job, guys. We're done by
I
lunch.
push hard.
We're done by we got 50 shooters today that started at 7:30, and we were done by lunch.
You know, we make it look easy, but it's taken a lot of years to get it
Yeah,
really laid out the way
And-
that it needs
and a
to be.
lot of harsh lessons along the way.
yeah,
Yeah. We had some bumps, and everything's a learning experience. We always try to make it smoother, make it quicker, make it easier, make it more
Yeah.
fun.
oh, it's great. I love it.
Taking a while to evolve into that.
Yeah, I got fussed at earlier today, but other than that, it was brief. Get out of here, Ben. But no, great guys. I know we need to wrap up. I know y'all have dinner to go do. Thank y'all so much for sitting down with me and talking. I know a lot of the guys back home are going to appreciate it. And anything that we can do to help, we're all in.
You do it.
Absolutely love
You're
it.
part of the family now. So
Man.
you're bringing new people in, and I mean, we try to grow as much as we can grow.
Yeah, absolutely love it. Love everything about it. Love what you're doing. The competition's fun. The people are great. The venues are phenomenal. We're at what was the name of this place again?
The Greystone Castle.
Greystone Castle. Sorry, guys. Greystone Castle in Mingus. And guys, it's a castle. We had to go shoot sporting clays right after we shot yesterday morning, and that was a cluster, but it was fun. And more crap talking bets went on
I mean,
about
how
stupid stuff.
many other places can you step outside of the bar, go shoot?
Yeah, they got a swim. Yeah.
All at the same time.
And they got a swimming pool. I mean, it's just phenomenal here. And the Lazy J is phenomenal too. Just a nice venue. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all again for being on here. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, absolutely, guys. And man, I look forward to many more shoots with y'all. This is
And we really
been great.
appreciate all you and your crew and everything, your support,
Yes, sir.
sponsorship for the match and everything. And I don't know if people could see it or not. If you get something, maybe post some video out there. But we got the largest prize table in the world.
No, I haven't. But
It's probably close to $100,000 on that prize table out there right now.
if you'll let us, we'll go get a quick video of it, and we'll have Chris put it in post.
Yep.
It is loaded.
Yeah.
Quick tip here, real quick, is these guys put excellent matches on.
Yeah.
And they do 2 pro-ams a year. Right.
Yeah.
So if this is something that you're interested in getting into, find a pro. Come to one of these matches. There's one here at the castle. There's one in South Dakota. That's the one that Ben came to. But it's a great way to get into the sport, get introduced to it. You don't have to bring some crazy, hot rod, custom 33XC. start with a 6.5, a 300, or you know,
Yep. Absolutely. Megan shot it with a 6.5 PRC.
6.5
this year.
PRC, right?
Take the intimidation factor out of there. Everybody's scared.
Yep.
I mean, everybody helps. They'll help
Absolutely.
you file your dope. They'll help you do everything. Anything but pull the trigger.
That's right.
And that's what it takes.
Yep.
And if you don't have a pro, come and I'll match you up with somebody, or I'll crawl down there alongside you myself. That's just what we do.
Yep.
You have to learn somewhere, and that's what the Pro-Am is all about.
Yep. It's great.
Shooters indoctrinate into the game.
Yeah, like I said, we were intimidated when we walked in the door, but that immediately went away.
That's right.
We got on the mat. Chris's heart rate this morning, we were laughing about that. It hit 150. His little squirrel heart was beating out of his chest. Now I think he was probably like,
Make pills for that.
yeah. No, I think it was like 110. But it was, but it's intimidating. But once you hit that mat, it's all good, and everybody's so helpful, man. It's great. And we love it, absolutely love it. Glad we fell into it with y'all. So.
Like I said, I appreciate you guys and all that you do.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Guys, check us out, romanshot.com. Have any questions? Check out Clay at Longshot. We're also a dealer for Longshot. You have any questions, come out, try it out. We got all kind of different products of theirs as well. Glad to be partnered with them. Glad to be partnered up with and sponsoring with the King of 1 Mile and shooting out here with you guys. And
Anybody has questions, they're welcome to give me a call. I spend a lot of time on the phone answering questions stuff. So, like I said, don't be intimidated. You got questions, reach out.
yeah, we'll throw his number on here as well. So thanks again. Y'all have a great day.